start with Moses' prayer. اللهم اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. محمد عليه السلام prayer. اللهم أدخلني مدخل الصدق وأخرجني مخرج الصدق واجعلني من لدنك سلطانا نصيرا. آمين. So I interpret yesterday Genesis verse 7 about Joseph, what they done to him out of envy. Today Judah and Tamar, and then we will see how we reflected on what's going on and benefit out of it. About that time Judah went down away from his brothers and pitched his tent near a certain Adultmate named Terah. Here we benefit that immigrating and having your family from other nation is done through history, so you don't feel like it's not okay. It's just our brain program at this period of time of certain norms. So always reprogram your brain to be not following the crowd. Follow what is right. Try to distinguish between right and wrong and do it out of the crowd. Don't just follow what's the norm in the society, even if it's suffocating you or wrong. So if it suffocates you, don't do it. If it's wrong, don't do it. Be free, free soul that follow what make you happy, because what's the point then? After generation will develop very miserable generation that's stuck on a norms that is not necessarily. They can be happier and better and more productive and more holy, following God's satisfaction. So try to have this critical thinking and reprogram your brain and help each other. When you see somebody who's doing the right thing, even if it's out of the box, don't critique them that much and put them down. Encourage them, tell them if this is what you feel happy about, then do it. Follow your gut, follow your spirit. If it's not wrong, actually it will help you, add happiness to you, make you happier and more right. If it's righteous, لما تحرم ما أحل الله. Why you are making it less that what God allow? So this is what Judah did. There Judah saw the daughter of Canaan named Shua. He married her and had intercourse with her. She conceived and bore a son whom she named Er. Again they conceived and bore a son whom she named Unan. Then she bore still another son whom she named Shelah. She was in Shezeb when she bore him. Judah got a wife named Tamar for his firstborn, but Judah's firstborn greatly offended the Lord, so the Lord took his life. Then Judah said to Onan, have intercourse with your brother's wife. This is marriage. He let him marry the widow of his brother. This is you can do. You can, after your brother die, to marry his wife. If she agree, she have to agree. So it is lawful. Then Judah said to Onan in a fulfillment of your duty as a brother-in-law, and thus preserve your brother's line. Not necessarily though. You can let her also marry another man if she wish. But if you want and she wants, you can marry her. Other thing, no intercourse without marriage. It have to be marriage. What he did greatly offended the Lord, and the Lord took his life to remove 10, because it is allowed. You can marry your widow, your brother's widow. So this is not true 10. Then Judah said to his daughter-in-law Tamar, remain a widow in your father's house until my son Shelah grows up. This is wrong. He shouldn't prevent her from getting married. Not necessarily she will marry his other son, for he feared that Shelah also might die like his brother. So Tamar went to live in her father's house. Time passed, and the daughter of Shua, Judah's wife, died. After Judah completed the period of mourning, he went up to Timnah to those who were shearing his sheep in company with his friend Hira the Adulman. Then Tamar was told, your father-in-law is on his way up to Timnah to shear his sheep. So she took off her widow's garment, covered herself with shawl, and having rubbed herself, sat down at the entrance to Inyam, which is on the way of to Timnah, for she was aware that although Shelah was now grown up, she had not been given to him in marriage. When Judah saw her, he thought she was a harlot, since she had covered her face. So he went over to her at the roadside and said, come, let me have intercourse with you. So he crossed the line of God by asking intercourse with someone who is not in marriage. So either he have to decide if he wants her, he have to get married from her. This is if it's a strange woman, not the daughter-in-law. But here the word is that he doesn't know who is she. He answered, I will send you young goat. Before that, so he went over to her at the road. Come, let me intercourse with you, for he did not realize that she was his daughter-in-law. She replied, what will you pay me for letting you have intercourse with me? He answered, I will send you young goat from the flock. Very well, she said, provided you leave me a pledge until you send it. So here we also emphasize on that prostitute is lawless. It's prohibited. You have to get married. You should not ask money for sex. Judah asked, what pledge should I leave you? She answered, your sail and cord and the staff in your hand. So he gave them to her and had intercourse with her, and she conceived by him. After she got up and went away, she took off her shawl and put on her widow's garment again. Judah sent the young goat by his friend the Adulmet to recover the pledge from the women, but he did not find her. So he asked the men of the place, where is the prostitute? the one by the roadside in Inyam. But they answered, no prostitute has been here. He went back to Judah and told him, I did not find her, and besides, the men of place said, no prostitute has been here. Let her keep the things. Judah replied, otherwise we will become a livestock. After all, I did send her this young goat, but you did not find her. About 3 months later, Judah was told, your daughter-in-law Tamar has acted like a harlot, and now she is pregnant from her harlotry. Judah said, bring her out, let her be burned. Okay, here we will stop to emphasize on 2 points. One, they share the sin. So why the woman is the one to be burned? Why Judah is not also to be burned? Adultery, prostitution needs two, the man and the woman. The act. Let's go back. You are burning her for what? For the act of sex out of marriage. Did she do it alone? No. There is two people. So why one punished, one no? Men and women equal. They are equal. If you punish one, for example, if a woman steal, you will punish her, and if the man steal, you will not. If the woman kill, you will punish her, and the man will not. Same adultery, same prostitute. So, if you want to punish the woman, punish the man. Otherwise, don't punish them. You want to cover them, then both. Why you are discriminating and targeting women? So this is, I want to emphasize. The other thing is the cover of the face. In that time, women don't cover, because she covered her face to deceive him that she is not his daughter-in-law. So that's mean usually women, and in their time, who cover the face is prostitute, because they don't want anybody to know them. That's mean that they were not covering the face. The face is not seducing. This is for identity. Okay, what make Prophet Muhammad alayhi salam make it law from God, of course, inspiration from God, lawful to cover the face? حتى لا يعرفنا فيؤذين. That's the point, not seduction. God did not mention in Quran about seduction. He said, حتى لا يعرفنا, cover your face, حتى لا يعرفنا فيؤذين. Okay. So the women start covering their faces in the time of Prophet Muhammad. I'm sure they've been harassed too much. Now, in our time, I tell you it's lawful now. You can uncover your face. Why? Because in your identity, your face is there. So there is no, the point of you will not be harmed is not there today. You will be harmed anyway because your identity in your card, ID card. If somebody want to harass you, they will know where are you even by the media and the identity card. So if the point of harming is not there, then what's the point of covering the face? So I make it lawful to show your face, but without the seduction of the bit of making the mouth big and too much of eye seduction, liners and lashes. Make it just face with a little bit, not too much makeup, just to make you a little bit not look sick, pale, without the seduction part, because there is two parts in the makeup. One to make you healthy looking, and the other one is for seduction. So avoid the seduction part of it. But as she was being brought out, she sent word to her father-in-law, "It is by the man to whom these things belong that I am pregnant." Then she said, "See whose seal and cord and staff these are." Judah recognized them and said, "She is in the right rather than I, since I did not give her to my son Shelah. He had no further sexual relation with her. When the time of her delivery came, there were twins in her womb. While she was giving birth, one put out his hand, and the midwife took and tied the crimson thread on his hand, noting, 'This one came out first.' But as they withdrew his hand, his brother came out, and she said, 'What a breach you have made for yourself.' So he was called Perez. Afterward, his brother, who had the crimson thread on his hand, came out. He was called Zerah. Anything else we benefit? That they preserve the babies. They didn't kill the babies to satisfy the society and cover their guilt. So this is what you should do. Don't kill babies to cover your mistake. Just admit your mistake. Even if it's the father, admit your mistake, preserve the babies. What you have to be done to you. If it's not raping, you kill them. Anybody rape, kill. Because raping will make another rape and have a bad effect, psychological effect on the who you raped. But if it's not raping, it's agreement, the punishment will be 100 beat in the back, and it should not mark the skin. So this is God's laws for both, for the man and for the woman. Babies, you preserve. This is if you want to follow God's laws and not be exposed to his punishment. Another benefit of it, that's the benefit of the chapter. Now for the media, there is more. I record. A lot of people is complaining of the economic, that it is unfair around the world. Some country is rich, some country is poor. And the rich country, they are printing the paper, the money paper. So they have endless money. The endless money have. So of course they will be rich forever. And never the poor country will reach their level. So they will oppress the poor country. And then the poor country will sacrifice and will lose a lot, be like a slave for the rich country because of the printing of the paper monetary. Solution: to make it fair and to have a real monetary system. Real. The only solution is metal. I know it's hard, but this is the only solution that will make the world fair in monetary system and economic and real.